The non-farm payrolls data was released today in the US. Joining me on the line is Senior Economist at RBS, Michelle Girard. Hi Michelle, thanks so much for speaking with us today. Firstly, were there any major surprises for you in the data release, or was it roughly what you're expecting?
No, the numbers were certainly softer than we were anticipating. The job gain being only half of what we had forecast was certainly surprising. The speed with which the pace of hiring decelerated in March definitely was unexpected, given that most of the labor market indicators that we have for the month of March really suggested that the labor market hadn't changed very much, either stronger or weaker. So in that sense, I think the results this morning were definitely a surprise.
Does that mean the trend of comparatively moderate GDP growth to strong job data has now come to an end and sort of leveled out?
Oh, that's certainly a point, that the improvement in the labor market has certainly been much stronger than what you would expect given the pace of the broader economy. But I think it's actually probably more reflective of the moderation from strength seen around the turn of the year, when the numbers may have been boosted by unusually mild winter weather. It may be that we're getting some payback now from that. I guess my best guess, or my better guess, would be that the strength that we saw around the turn of the year probably overstated the improvement that we'd seen in the labor market. It helped by the weather, and now that's starting to reverse a bit. So I think both things are probably coming together to resolve the discrepancy, as you said, that exists between GDP and employment.
What effect do you see this data having on the euro-dollar?
Well, to the extent that this brings hope back to the markets that the Fed might engage in QE3, you actually could see the dollar come under pressure, and it would be favorable for the euro. Given the renewed concerns in the marketplace about the euro and the region, obviously I think the euro is going to continue to struggle, and from our view, even has been overvalued in the last few months. So we're seeing the kind of correction that probably we'd have been anticipating. But I think that again, in the very short term, this is probably dollar negative, and then by default, therefore, euro positive.
Finally, do you have any very early predictions for the next non-farm payrolls data release?
Well, that's a good point. I don't think the number will be quite as soft as what we saw in March. We had a very significant deceleration, particularly in the services area, and I would suspect that probably the pace of hiring probably picks up a bit. It just almost looks too soft in March. So I would think we'd be looking at a number better than March, but below the prior 3-month trend of around 250,000. If I were to pick a number right now, I would say a job gain between 180 and 200,000 would be my best guess for what I'd expect in April.
Well, Michelle, some great insights there, and we hope you'll be joining us on the line again soon. That's all we have time for today, but from me and everyone at Dukascopy TV, have a happy Easter.